Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with the tarot readings for the groups, how they're going to do in 2024. So yes, this is going to be dedicated to SHINee, and this is going to be the last reading that I do for this year, and also then I'm going to do a live stream on Saturday, so tomorrow at 2 p.m. Argentinian time. So yeah, and in there I'm going to explain a bit what's my vision for the channel in 2024 and how I'm going to be doing things. So yes, this is dedicated to SHINee. Let's start with the cards that they got. We start with the King of Swords, Ace of Cups, Five of Wands, King of Wands, and Ace of Wands. And then from the Oracle, we got the card of Sun in Pisces, Vision. So, definitely the Five of Wands in the middle lets me know that 2024 is going to be a year of a lot of exchange of opinions. And definitely when I see these two kings in here, I can totally see where this is going, like, and who the protagonists are. I mean, not exactly see which member it is, but there's two very different, and I would say opposites energy in the group that they could have a bit of different opinions. Like there's the Five of Wands in the middle. Is not about them having a fight or they just be attacking each other, but definitely the Five of Wands is a card of conflict. It's a card of challenges. It's a card of like, okay, I have an opinion and you have a different one, so yeah, this is what I think. And since these two people are represented here as kings, I don't see neither one like being like, okay, I give up, like whatever you say I will follow. I think that I don't know, probably this is something about where the group is heading. I think that the discussion could go from there, because we do have the card of Pisces, Vision. The Oracle definitely lets me know that the guys in 2024 are going to be discussing a lot about the vision of the group, what they want for the group, and how they want the group to move from now on. And I believe that probably these Five of Wands, I think that they had differences like before. Probably they had difference this year as well, but they sort of kept it. They keep it cool because there was a lot of things going on, so they had to continue. But I think that the Five of Wands is like, now I'm not holding back. Like, I have to tell you that I don't agree with this, and the other person is also not backing down. It's not like one of them is going to be like the ruler of the conversation. I think that both of them are very different when it comes to work. Their vision is very different. Their attitudes is very different. If we think about this King of Swords with this Ace of Cups, I think that this King of Swords with the Ace of Cups is someone more communicative. Probably is someone that is a bit much on the sensitive side, someone that is like, oh yeah, we should consider this and this, and just like, it's all about, recognizing how we feel, and also talking about a loving, sort of being understanding and compassionate. And from the other side, the other side of the reading, the last two cards, we have this very prideful, this very strong and energetic King of Wands, and he has the Ace of Wands. So there's something about him being very, it's not authoritarian, but I think that he is like, okay, yeah, nice speech, but what do we do with everything that that you are saying, because I definitely see that there's something going on that we need to fix, and we don't fix it with pretty words. We fix it with actions. We take actions. So what do we do? Probably, I don't know, maybe it could be that this King of Wands is somehow challenging and also questioning this person's, because the person is also a King of Swords, so I could see this person as being a leader. But the King of Wands is like, you know, like maybe you are not doing things very well. You are not leading us very well. I think we need to get more into action, and we need to do more, or we need to work faster. This King of Wands feels very impatient, feels very accelerated, I would think. But there's also something about him probably, wanting to have a brand new beginning with SHINee, or give SHINee a brand new beginning, a passionate one, because I think that there's something also about him being worried about his level of passion running out. So he's like, okay, if you want me to keep working with you, you need to keep me motivated. Like, you need to give me something to work with. You need to give me like a passionate project, because otherwise I'm falling asleep here and I feel like I'm wasting my potential. There's something about this King of Wands being like, probably he's also thinking about other projects, because the King of Wands is also very individualistic when they want to. So I think that probably is like, maybe the other person way of seeing things is coming from an emotional place, and is someone that is more observant. It's someone that takes their time to also develop an idea. But the King of Swords is someone also very experienced, and here these two, if these are two members, of course that we know that SHINee has been around for a long time. So definitely here you can see that there's no like both of them are equal when it comes to their influence in the group. Even though I can sort of see maybe the King of Swords being a leader, and the other one being a member, but I think that member is also very powerful in his way, because his energy is so overwhelming, and it's so hard to miss. It's like it's hard to ignore a King of Wands. And definitely the King of Wands is like presenting an issue. It's like sort of presenting the reality and being like, we haven't been doing very well when it comes to dynamic. I actually don't agree with what you're saying, and there could be a bit of tension. I believe that the King of Swords means well, because they have the Ace of Cups next to it. So definitely this King of Swords means well. He wants to open communication. He wants to listen to others. He probably has a project that maybe has more to do with some, a vision for the group about being a bit more sensitive, or a bit more artistic, being a bit, I don't know why I'm getting like hippie vibes, but there's something about it being more holistic, and we also have a Pisces card, so there's something maybe about him presenting this as, oh, maybe we should, do of SHINee, we should give SHINee, like a more, like a sweet and emotional concept. And for this King of Wands, it's like, are you kidding me? Like, no, I don't like it. It's not what I want, and I think that this is probably a clash of egos, or because when I see these kings in here, I definitely see that these are guys that I don't know if they're in their 30s, but that the kings represent maturity. They are no longer children, so it's normal that they have these sort of disagreements, and that they are very different. So now it's more like what I want, or I have other options, I have other possibilities. So if you want me to participate with you, you have to give me a good reason because I have other options as well. And probably, the King of Wands is coming from a more selfish kind of place because with the Ace of Wands next to it, he definitely must have another project that he's very interested in. So somehow, blaming like, oh yeah, I don't want to do this, or I don't agree with you on this. What is the vision that you want to give to the group? I don't like it. Somehow him being resistant or him being a bit like confrontative and even conflictive. I think that it has to do with him being irritated because he wants to use his time to do other things. It comes from that place. Um, so yeah, with the Five of Wands in the middle, definitely I could see disagreement. But also the Five of Wands talks about collaboration, like in the sense that it's like you can see it both ways. You can see five people like clashing their wands against each other and fighting, or you can see five people like putting their wands together to create something. And also the fire element is very creative. So something like better is going to come out from these arguments or this tension or these disagreements. Definitely is going to help the guys to get a better vision for the group. But yeah, seeing them as these King of Wands, definitely they are they are men. They are men, and they are very different. Also, probably their lifestyle is very different. So there's a bit of disconnection. There's a bit of like, yeah, I don't understand what you're saying, or I don't understand where you come from. Like really, like I don't know if there's something about this King of Swords that the other king is like you change, or there's something about you that you don't sound the same, so I don't get you, like I don't understand you, so yeah. But we finish with the Ace of Wands. So definitely, despite these discussions or these disagreements, that they can get a bit passionate, they can get a bit heat up. I think that eventually they're going to come to an agreement because we have the Ace of Wands. So a new passionate beginning is going to happen for SHINee, a new comeback, probably with all the members together. But I think that they still have to resolve a lot of things because there's something that in here that their behaviors are very opposite, especially these two. I think that these two could be like, yeah, I don't, what's going on with you? Like, I don't recognize you, like, um, but yeah, with the card of Sun in Pisces vision, I think that is, also the Pisces card, the Pisces energy, the Pisces placement. It also sometimes it has to do, yeah, with you expanding your vision. Maybe this King of Wands is being a bit narrow-minded, is being a bit egotistic, is being a bit like, okay, yeah, I don't understand what you're saying, like, I don't get you, like what, who are you, like, sort of challenging the other to be something because, oh, I don't like the way you're behaving, so change it, so and I think that definitely the King of Swords is with the Ace of Cups is more sensitive. So with the card of vision, I think that they also need to practice to be a much more understanding of each other's circumstances, to open up their vision, to be more empathic to each other. But maybe because they live two different lifestyles, it's very different to take a side. It's very difficult for them to put in someone else's shoes. With the Five of Wands, it's like okay, if it was because I'm in the group with you, but otherwise, like, I wouldn't spend time with you because I don't think the way you think. And actually, like, the way you think, it's creepy. It's not my style. It's like they are very. The King of Wands is someone that is very straightforward. It's more or action orientated. So when the other one comes with this cup full of love and acceptance, and just this very psychedelic kind of, even new age, I would say, kind of mindset, the King of Wands is like, what? He's like, are you kidding me? Like, like this is, and I can sort of see who members, who these members are. I can sort of see it. But I will let the fans make their conclusion, or maybe their interpretation. But yeah, it's not going to be definitive nor chaotic. It's just differences. That I think that definitely it shows that the more time they pass, the decisions that they are making, they are very different. They are going different roads. So when they have to think about the group, about SHINee, it's very hard. It's very hard to get to an agreement, I would say, or to understand the other. And I think that sometimes somehow this kind of ones, I think that this kind of ones is also a bit angry, because that the ones, the five of wands, the all these ones on his side, I can sort of see him like probably like, sort of, I don't know if he's like accusing this other king of something, or he's like, oh, you did this, and I didn't like it, and you did this, sort of blaming the other one, or sort of being like, I really think this about you, and creating. Because I think that the accusations come from his side. It's like, okay, I have to be honest. Like, I didn't like the way you handled this, for example. But yeah, eventually I think that they will work it, but there could be a tension. But yeah, they have to expand their vision. They have to get to an agreement, and expand their vision and become a bit humanitarian, I would say. Not so much for the King of Swords, because the King of Swords with the Ace of Cups, I see him very open and willing to listen, to get to an agreement, to also speak up and talk about how he feels. But yeah, the way he talks, it's very different from the King of Wands to be like sort of language. So they are opposites. So in this period, I don't think that this is, when I say this about these two members, I don't think that this is something that had happened in the past, but I think that their dynamic is changing, because we humans, we people, we are all constantly changing, and they definitely are not the same as the people that they started, like, 10 years ago. It's very different. It's very different. Their dynamic is very different, and also because they're represented here both as these very strong kings, they are not going to back down. It's not that they are going to be like, oh yeah, you're right, you're so right, I'm sorry, I apologize. No, they, both of them, feel very entitled to have their perspective about this. It's like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, you can tell me what you think, but this is me. um so yeah, but probably I think that this King of Wands, maybe he had been holding on some, it's not about grudges, but I think that probably he had been like keeping a lot of frustration inside of himself. And finally, when he has the other member in front of him, he's like, I want to tell you this and this and this. And yeah, it's maybe more about, sort of expressing how maybe this year has been hard for him, or I don't know. But I see them making up eventually. But I think that this needs to be expressed. This is why the Five of Wands is here, because it needs to be expressed. This is something that they need to handle on their own. And probably, yeah, it's going to affect and influence the vision for the group. But yeah, there's going to be a new vision, definitely, for SHINee, definitely. Honestly, I didn't get Pentacles, so I don't know about work dynamic, or I don't know about, future projects. I see a new beginning, a passionate new beginning, despite the disagreements. But I don't see the evolution in here, at least not in this spread. I see that they would have to sit and think and discuss about the vision that they want to take for the future, for the 2024 for SHINee. Maybe they are in discussions about this, about like, okay, where do we go from here? What choices do we have? So yeah, guys, it's very, it's passionate. It's it's challenging. It's also about being open. being outspoken, a lot of discussions. And having discussions and disagreements are not bad, are not negative for a dynamic in a group, especially a group that has been around for so many years. So definitely I applaud them for their transparency and for me to be able to see it in the cards. So yeah, guys, this is all I have for them. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a like if you have. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.